So I think marketing has changed over the years. It's certainly changed a lot in the last 10 years that I've been working in it. It used to be very broadcast driven. So you would put an advert, particularly as a business, you would put an advert out in the newspaper and you'd say, we're wonderful, come to us. Lots of businesses have put stuff out there, 10% off, that sort of thing. And I don't know about you, but I get pretty ad blind. So I don't really see many of these adverts anymore. I skip through them on TV. I just don't look at them in magazines and newspapers anymore. I just completely go past them. So they're not really working. And I call that very broadcast driven. They're just talking. And some people are still doing that on social. So they just talk. They just talk about how wonderful they are. They just talk about, come to us because we've got the latest product. Come to us because we offer the best. Donate. Lots of charities, all they ever talk about, donate to us. Yeah, because we need money. Donate, donate, donate. And I liken this to going to a party. And I'm sure you've been to that party where you start talking to them and they just talk about themselves. They just talk about how wonderful they are. They just talk about their kids, their travel, their person, and they never ask you a question. They never think about who you are and what you're interested in. Do you know that person? Lots of people are doing that on social. So they're just talking. And it's boring. And so they don't get followers, and they don't get any comments, and they don't get any engagement, and they wonder why it's not working for you. So I think you have to do on digital, social, two things. You either have to do relationship marketing. So relationship marketing is where you're having one-to-one relationships, and you're talking on a one-to-one basis with people. So you might identify potential patrons, potential influencers, people that could influence others in your charity. So I'm sure that there's people out there who are particularly well known in the area who could be your patrons or who could influence others. They'll generally have a lot of contacts on social, and when they share something that you've put out there, it will go to lots of people. And you need to identify who those particular people are and where they hang out on social so that you can have those relationships with them. LinkedIn is a fantastic tool for relationship management. So that's where you are really identifying who you want to talk to on LinkedIn. And by sharing what they're saying, sharing the fact that you're doing business with them, sharing the fact that you're having a conversation with them, lots and lots of people will see that. So if I go home, for example, and I talk about this video and I talk about Grace and Bounce on LinkedIn, then that will go to a lot of my contacts that will help her. And having that relationship works. Okay? The other side of it is content marketing. And that's where you're putting lots and lots of content out there. So you're writing blog posts, perhaps you do webinars, perhaps you do videos, perhaps you do status updates. And that is all added value content. So you're working out how you can help your potential audience. You're putting yourselves in the shoes of your audience and thinking about what are they going to be talking about, what pain do they have, and how can I help them? And the more you do of that, the more likely you are going to have success. So now we need to think about your aims. So we need to think about what is it that you're trying to do. Now, from a business point of view, any digital marketing aims have to be linked into your overall marketing aims, and they have to be linked into your overall business objectives. So from a charity point of view, you want to keep the lights on. From a business point of view, they want to keep the lights on. It's no different. So you need to work out how marketing is going to help that process, and then more importantly, how digital marketing is going to help that process, because digital can't be done unless it's done as a joined up approach with any other marketing you do. So you do need to think about what you're trying to achieve then from your social and digital marketing.